Hi, I'm Arkush for ChicagoSunTimes.com, and we're going to take one more look at the Bears preseason before we actually kick it off and get ready for 2014 regular season. What have the Bears accomplished through their exhibition games, through training camp in Bourbonnais, now that they're back at Hallis Hall? And obviously the big concern for a lot of people coming out of Seattle, where is this defense at? Yes, you've brought in a lot of new free agents, but the end result seems to be very much the same. Don't worry about the outcome of the Seahawks game. That's not significant. Exhibition games don't count. The concern is, with a week to go before the regular season, the Bears still weren't sure who their starting safeties were. They still weren't sure if Shea McClellan could be the answer at the strong side linebacker spot, and they're still rotating people in and out in the defensive line trying to find the right combination. Now, the bottom line, a lot of people have believed getting ready for 2014, if the offense is going to be as good or better than last year, the Bears just have to be average on defense to be a contender. I'm not sure that's true, and I'm not sure they've shown any signs at this point as to how they're going to be average. Specifically, you've got Lamar Houston trying to be a pass-rushing defensive end when he was more of a run-stuffing defensive end in Oakland before the Bears signed him as a free agent. The good news for the Bears in that Seattle game was Willie Young showed his first flashes of being ready to make an impact, and yet very disappointing that Jaron Allen was unable to go against the Seahawks. Now, obviously, most of these guys don't get time against Cleveland, won't play in that game, didn't play in that game. So you're not going to know until you get to the opening day of the season against the Buffalo Bills how much this defense really is improved. The offense has been fine during the offseason. Yeah, again, it was ugly in Seattle, but that doesn't really matter. Jay Cutler clearly is more comfortable at quarterback with Mark Trestman and Aaron Kromer and Matt Cavanaugh's system. You've got the best pair of starting wide receivers in Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey. The depth appears to be starting to come. Josh Morgan better the second half of the preseason. Santonio Holmes most likely becomes a member of this football team. That should be enough. Matt Mulligan has made a nice push to be the backup tight end, so you're pretty good there with Martellus Bennett. The one more big concern as far as the offense and defense going into the regular season, who is your number 2 running back? Kadeem Carey, the 4th-round draft choice, appears to have been handed that position from the time he got to training camp. He really hasn't done much in the preseason to give you any great comfort. He deserves it. And then finally, special teams. They have not been good during the preseason. Now, this is something that can improve as the season goes on. Once you lock in your final 53-man roster and you designate certain spots for certain players, it gets better. But at the end of the day, looks like rookie punter Pat O'Donnell will be okay. Certainly Robbie Gould is good kicking the ball, but the return games and the coverage teams, a very big concern as the Bears get ready for the regular season and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, September 7th. For the best in sports 24/7, you want to stay right where you are at ChicagoSunTimes.com.